fire red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander Cafe. And here in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose this battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for everyone to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know what the ultimate weapon was, which nearly burned Kall's region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You only see AZ as a kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. But if he had never built something so horrifying as the ultimate weapon, then Lysander would never been driven to such madness. And we Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. It now appears that AZ is out to save Lumnos, relying on the support of your team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. Imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That's why I invite you, Harmlager, to witness the truth yourself. You'll see. Open sesame. Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was formerly used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets ourselves. And that's where we've learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes, if you are fully able to understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs was designed to be a labyrinth. And of course, plenty of the wild Pokemon have taken over the world since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself. Okay, well, we're going through a secret hideout. This might be a bit longer episode than the others. If I figured enough time has passed, you have to have gotten yourself in some trouble. I guess you're down at Lysander Labs. So there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You need to find the elevator key. There should be one lying around here somewhere. Let me turn the brightness up. Okay, so that means it's not hurt either. Oh, is this it? To the power municipal. The back our nearby war panel should work now. Where did it? Okay, where did it take me? Oh, found dark holes. There's nothing on this side. Oh. Oh, I see. I hope this works. I don't know. Oh, so this is the lab part. You know, it's been a while. Oh, wait, what level? Okay, 44. Team Flare's, okay, so this will turn on the other one. Okay. That means, okay. So that means that's the one we're supposed to go. Okay. That makes sense. I definitely need to give this to... Well, in X and Y, this was like pretty hard. What's over here? Oh, sunset. Oh, this is where they slept, jeez. Yeah, that's why we couldn't even get through that. There's nothing here, it's more on the other side. Okay. They're back on nearby warp panel should work now. And then this should lead us to another one. Yeah, I wanted to catch the Baldom. Oh well. see? I can't tell. Okay, where do I go now? I guess this is the room. That's not it either. It's over here though. So this is nothing, I guess. What is over here? Wait. Did Ada Slash just like left? And what was there? Okay, I think we're headed the right way. I don't want to like delay this anymore now. Alright, oh well. Obtain the elevator key. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but hold up. There we go. And now we have the elevator key. You can now use the elevator. Which floor would you like to go to? Oh, he's at almost at 50. Well, there's nothing here. But hey, at least we're able to... This was like one of the longest episodes I've done. I'm not kidding. Here. I'm gonna find items. Some of the machinery power back on in response to your presence. Security initialized. Possession of all keys confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of the systems. Systems rooters vice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, device. File 2, the field. 3, the legends. 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? Device at grants life. This device was created 3,000 years ago. There are 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life, that a Pokemon that has perished. We found this ultimate weapon buried in earth beneath George Town. It has been well preserved. We believe that we can have it operational with little work, but we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find and capture him without delay. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because basic function of the device is still to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take a form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into the Pokemon that had lost its own, allowing it to be revived. This would occur if we were to fill the device with a legendary Pokemon. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal representing destruction. That. And, you know, that word. The Pokemon to grant life and the power to steal life. As for mysterious abilities to even science hasn't been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? As the world grew wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought forever. And when something is fought forever, some must survive without it. The only way to create the world where people live in the beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, and the time has come to lead the world toward a more beautiful future. Zygarde. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly I don't know what was it. AZ created that weapon, and then 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I've lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke to him 5 years ago through the bars of his cell, I don't know his true intent, but I learned of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular fluid, and there was no way to know where that fluid could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. but the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried. So did I. So I did. And there was an explosion. I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried in Earth together with Team Flare's secret base. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down and deadly light of the ultimate weapon. Even so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prison Tower worked as well. Sensing danger, now it has become a threat to Lumos. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter the frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's float. Yes, we need that eternal flower and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know, and you have to learn that all these young people waiting in Lysander's cafe wanted you to learn. Go speak with Grisham and with AZ, and then do what must be done. It just says the same thing. What's on this side? Oh, nothing. Did you see Lysander? To think that he's still alive. And yeah, he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that rest of us. Rizal, there will be a time for such things later. And you, Hermlager, you know the truth of AZ's sins. So I make this request of you. Get AZ's float and give her to me. You must see by now that AZ's special fluid we should be able to keep the prison tower controlled. Even everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the flower from going a rampage if we ever want to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be controlled, if we can be the ones who protect Lumos, then people finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join the Flare, and yet to become heroes in eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't leave Lumos. This city is our home too. We just love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumos better, to make all of Colossus better. At Nemo Cafe, we worked hard to provide a coffee to those who had little else. And we worked there too. We also heard the voices of Lumos people. We understand the city is better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So, if you want to face me in a battle, you need more than just a challenger's ticket. You need to be ready and hand over AZ's float to me. I must become the strongest trainer by battling my way up the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prison Tower with AZ's float. Go talk to the rest of it, Team MZ, and decide what is really up to do. What is for Alfred to do. This time, I'll learn all of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z. I remember when first playing that game, that when I first played Pokemon X and Y, right after Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, probably like 3 months later, I remember I started off with AZ, like, worrying about how his flow was missing. So. Also, I do want to show you my fast toys. So, I don't think we have to worry about doing any more battles, like in Battlezone, except for maybe one time. You returned. I heard from Emma what leads you where you were falling upon on. Man, you learned so much of my tale by now. Isn't that right? Harvey Liker, did you manage to find Grisham? No kidding, I went digging into rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of this group. Team Flare No. And he been gathering all info about Lunos from customers at No Cafe. He seems to want to know something's weird going on with the prison tower. AZ, is there a chance you could tell us more about the tower given the situation? Yes, I've been thinking it's time I talk to you all about it. Can we speak on the roof? Harmliker, you know the ultimate weapon, don't you? Sure. Then I shall tell you the tale of the terrible sins I've committed, and of my regrets. The war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their future stolen, people lost everyday life they'd known. And my Floyd was sent to the front lines where she lost her life. I made a machine that could grant life, also so that I could revive my beloved Floyd. I brought Floyd back to life, and I got what I had loved the most. But my rage hadn't subsided. I couldn't forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into ultimate weapon. But end of senseless conflict that would have taken everything away from us by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens and then poured down, burning all the weight that rested upon Earth. But Floyd must know the truth. She must have realized. Sorry about the background noise. I wish I can wear headphones, but I can't because I can't have my headphones on that long. Maybe an hour or two, but I can't have my headphones on because it affects my hearing a lot. Well, maybe a couple hours, that's fine. But I'm gonna be recording more than that, She must have realized that the life I have given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. Seriously, for 3,000 whole years? During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect calls. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device I would take from others, but perhaps I could make the one that would share the eternal life I bestowed on Floyd. That is what energy is. That is what's hidden deep within the prison tower. I built energy to give meaning meaning to eternal life I burdened Floyd with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floyd for what I've done. I dreamed of the day when I could use energy after reuniting with Floyd at last. It did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in time of peace. And now NG, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floyd present. It is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shot awoke NG and has caused a mega power contained within it to spill forth. It led to this rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer, the people come to harm. There's only one way to put the end to the pain. A mega evolution user must mega evolve Floyd and together reach control panel with NG. I could never imagine that you and Floyd had that kind of history, and the tower too. So we needed the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question. Why would Floyd be able to Mega Evolve at all? Really, Pokemon can Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floyd be able to evolve into Floriges? Floyd cannot evolve. Perhaps because she's a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though, that is only my conjecture. Floyd returning by my side after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these vents into motion, AZ. But I assure you, you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess, and TMZ is stuck cleaning it up. Naveen! I appreciate AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe it to him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause Utro nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I'm truly sorry. I understand, AZ. Just leave this to Team MZ. Harmon Liger, it's up to us to keep the tower from going wild, and that means you gotta be Gershom. Knew we could count on you, Harmon Liger. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Gershom and Team Flare Nevu. Alright, it's time for you to go challenge Gershom to the promotion. Yeah, we know about the old man and the black flower Florida outfit. So you idiots hope to Chief is helping AZ tidy away the mess he made for everyone else? Rizal, please, that's too far. But it's true that you, Harmon, don't have any real ties to the city. What reason does some monster like you have to want to protect the windows? That's good. I'm glad you have something you wish to fight for. But it still pays before my own desire to emerge victorious from this battle. I wish to become the greatest trainer and use the AZ's flow to protect the city from the tower. I will restore honor of the memory of Team Flare and all who have had their names tied to it. I'll make sure we'll make our dream into reality at last. I can't even speak anymore. That is why I must defeat you. No more delays. Let's finish this. Charizard, one Pippin Haunt battle to go. Alright, it's time to start this. Player of the Team Flare Rage strong and true, and burn away all our shames and regrets. Charizard, let your dark flames pour forth. I love this one so much. There we go. Well, that was something else. Oh yeah, our Blastoise got. I didn't know what he said, but our Blastoise got to level 50. Your victory is confirmed. Congratulations, now processing your promotion. And we finally are A. Rank A. You've been promoted to rank A. You lost, but Charizard and the rest of our team looked happy in that battle version. If only we could leave behind the name of Team Flare. Leave behind Luminous itself. We free ourselves such a heavy burden. The Team Flare and the dreams that Lysander hope to make real. The world of beauty, that sense of justice still have hold of us, and they tie us to this place. Lysander may have gone astray, but there is still true righteousness in his heart. His ideals and the care he showed for all of us. If I were to throw them aside right now, I don't know who I'd be. It seems you are now Luno's strongest Mega Evolution user on Liker. Please take care of Prison Tower in our city. If you need us, we will come to your aid. After all, Nura exists in order to help others, so we make the world better, beautiful together. Toward the aim, let me provide you a TM. And come to Navine Cafe anytime. I'll make you one of those Ambrosio like. Okay. I may have been defeated, but I may have been found unworthy of becoming Zygarde's trainer. But I'll bet a life that shows these things aren't what defines me. Gershon. It seems self-serving desires crept in and overshadowed ideals he holds dear. Though I, of course, am to blame for that. Thank you for helping him to see the error of his ways. Prison Tower now appears to be near its breaking point. And unfortunately, Zygarde still lacks the loss of cells and needs to use his full strength. When time comes, I hope you'll be able to protect the city. Or rather, not the city itself, but everything living being here in Luminous. Well, that was interesting. Guess what? I made it to rank A too. Whoa, you both reached rank A the same day? It must have helped you two a lot to have a strong teammates like each other to train with. With 2 ranked A trainers, I know we're able to take care of the tower. A big yes to that. I suppose that means it's nearly time for Flo to help us resolve the whole situation. I wonder who Floyd will choose. Floyd! What is it? What's wrong? Wait, Floyd looks like she's in pain. The tower. It's Angie that's affecting you? Angie is the one affecting you. Looks like she'll be okay. I'm sure Floyd's pretty worried too. There's no telling if we're really able to stop the tower. There's the truth. That's true enough. But we'll never succeed if we let ourselves get too caught up worrying about things going wrong. Yeah, now it's time to blow off the steam and have some fun. Shake the worries out. We got some big wins to celebrate after all. You said it. Rest easy this night. Another future alumnos and at end of this world will be safe in your hands. Oh wow, AZ is not feeling well, is he? That night. We're at the end, actually, right here. Harmon Liker, you alright? I'm gonna find out what's happening. Meet me by the elevator.